US GDP recovery looks uncertain in H2 2020. A UOB http ntv4x.com News ID 68B50D 2 minutes ago by Pablo Piovano. Senior economist Alvin Liew at UOB Group gives his opinion on the latest set of US GDP figures for the April-June period. Key quotes: The U.S. economy contracted by 32.9% QQ SAAR from 5.0% in 1Q 2020, the sharpest decline on record since data were made available in 1947. The previous record was a 10% decline in 1Q 1958. The worst of the 2Q contraction was in April, when economic activity ground to a stop as the measures to contain COVID-19 via social distancing, travel restrictions, stay-home ordersâ and border closures extracted a heavy economic cost. Private consumption expenditure bore the brunt of the massive decline, while business residential investments and inventories added to the contractions. The positive factors were government fiscal stimulus and net exports, which helped cushion a small part of the 2Q growth destruction. We still project a resumption of QQ growth in 2H 2020. We assume the COVID-19 situation will improve, be partly under control by 3Q, but the rebound 12.1% in 3Q and 7.4% in 4Q in the second half of the year will not offset the 1H contraction. So US full year 2020 GDP is expected to contract by 5.8% from 2.2% in 2019. This is more optimistic compared to the Fed Reserve's forecast of 6.5% contraction for 2020 made in its June 2020 FOMC and the INFA's 8% US contraction forecast made in its June 2020 WEO update. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://m.me/mt5.expert.advisors.